MP,
What's going
great
on,
to
man?
finally meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, I read the article about you in the pen down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too much data. I'm glad you came. Look, this Shep thing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're going to need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay, yeah, so just like work hard, play well, make people forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal. But 68% of our fans wanted Shep, and of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of you.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a story. Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad. He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win their affection.
Okay, it sounds like my playing time is based on what? If I can make the fans like me or not?
I know, it's ridiculous. Connected.
Okay.
If we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, governors aren't happy. And when the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
I just want to be a pillar in the community. So if we can make that happen as part of that, I'm in. I don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%.
Okay.
And I've already talked to your team about all of this. Impressive group of people, by the way. And they're going to take the lead on it. But my door is always open.
Freddie, I really appreciate your transparency, man.
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Believe me, it's an honor to work with someone as talented as UMP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities we like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on in.
Cool.
Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say that. And I'm also glad to let you know that you'll be our sixth man to start the season.
Sixth man. Okay, can't be mad at that.
I thought you'd be a little higher in the joy scale than can't be mad at that.
Joy scale. Coach, you a life coach on the side? Getting a little pocket money there?
Yeah, I joke when I'm upset, too.
I'm not upset. It's just I haven't come off the bench since my freshman year of college. And before that, never, really.
I get that. But sixth man at this level is a big responsibility. People have long careers in that role, and you haven't even played a game yet.
I feel you, man. It's just I have high expectations for myself, and I'm not exactly at a 10 on the joy scale just yet.
I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's a tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Coach, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
We have another new award category. This one is for those My NBA fans.
With so many ways to build a league, so many decisions to make, championships are well earned in My NBA modes.
So this is the one for the player that is in GM.
Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At small forward, Isaac Okoro. Time to bring out the starters for your Toronto!
And it's our fate, and we have a minute to catch up with.
Thank you, BA. Well, tonight's the debut for the 18th overall pick in the draft. MP, the pick was contested, to say the least, as the boos rained down on the rookie. But MP has vowed to win the fans over, and that quest starts for him right now. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected, Grant.
You know, BA, fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother level when MP was selected.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Allen in at center, filling out the middle. And for Toronto, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Well, Grant... And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And a moment here. To take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They're working themselves to the line, using great fakes and getting into the body of the shot blocker.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to Okoro. Stolen by Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Pirtle. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Pirtle's got 8. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position there.
Not great length, but strong as any, BA. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack, it would not be denied.
Here's Anunoby, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
This is where OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Van Vliet. Down low, here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Trent. Pass to Anunoby. Over Mitchell. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And the D having issues slowing down their mid-range game.
Okoro on the wing. Jacks up a 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Trent outside. Outside Anunoby.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. That'll send Jakob Pirtle to the free throw line.
That's his second.
Pin that one on Jared Allen. Young, he's checked in for Toronto. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Lopez, he's checked in for Allen. Osman comes in for Mobley. Levert's checked in for Okoro. And Rubio is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Toronto trailing. Pass to Van Vliet. Shoots. That shot, no good. And Cleveland the other way now.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered. To me, Cedi Osman is a great reminder of how international the game is today. This guy is a Turkish citizen. We know he's had a ton of success playing for their national team.
Achua's checked in for Pirtle. And here in the NBA, Osman has had his share of success as well, Doris.
He has, B.A. He's proven to be a real asset for this team. Something of a gap filler. He can give you a lot with whatever minutes he gets. He'll contribute on the glass, he can score it, and he's certainly a quality passer.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5, 4 on the clock. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Young. Trent from long range.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebound.
Is Mr. Perfect. And too long on the shot. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Trent on the wing. To the middle. Here's Young. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, finishing through contact is a skill, and Young is showing real grit, powering through the defense.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Back to Rubio. Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Van Vliet. To the inside. Here's Mr. Perfect. That's in there. Rubio with the assist.
You know I love great ball movement. Trying to wait until they find the best shot. It's a recipe for success.
Now here's Trent. Back to Van Vliet. Step back and fire. Here's Achua. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Trent, the pass to Van Vliet.
Cleveland foul. Number 18. That's his first personal foul. 15 foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Here for the Raptors. Young, he's checked in for Achua. Pascal Siakam comes in for Boucher. And it's Barnes in for Anunoby. Here's Mr. Perfect. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. To the paint. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
On the court for the Cavaliers. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Okoro. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 2. That one misses. Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
Pass to Okoro. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Okoro's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 7. Mobley grabs the board.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Barnes. The shot misses, and it's Cleveland the other way.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said it was like he got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggle with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you.
When you look at the age of Jared Allen and the way he's developed, he could be a top 5 center in the league very soon. Fantastic impact on the court he has.
Now here's Van Vliet. Offensive board. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Pascal Siakam showing you you need an offensive rebound, a second chance opportunity, willing to do what it takes.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Van Vliet. And Allen has the defense and finishing that you want from the center spot, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. Allen can switch on the guards with ease. Great lateral movement and contests very well. Having a center that can do that is huge for a team.
Here's Allen. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Trent against Garland. Trent's shot is off.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
To the inside. It's stolen by Trent. Van Vliet left side. Is rebounded by Okoro. Okoro's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Trent outside. Outside Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Trent. Clock at 6. And again, no good by Toronto.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And Mobley throws it down.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Trent. Van Vliet outside. Takes a 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua's checked in for Young. Boucher comes in for Siakam. And it's Anunoby in for Trent. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Lopez, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Osman comes in for Mobley. Karis LeVert's checked in for Okoro. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Garland. Here's Anunoby. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Deflected.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a confident
37. The Cavaliers, 57. It's time for your Northside Quiz.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly. Going with almost an entire new group here. Achua's checked in for Pirtle. Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Young, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's OG Anunoby in for Trent. We've got Thaddeus Young. Chris Boucher out there with Achua. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Anunoby in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it through the years. Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala and Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Lets a floater go. And Anunoby lays it up and in. Anunoby's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game.
Mr. Perfect. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Second team foul. Shooting for Cleveland. Number 18.
No good on the free throw.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
And the Raptors making a change here. Trent's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Mobley's checked in. Achua gets the bucket.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Back to Neto. Oh, from deep. Achua with a rebound.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Fires for three. And they get it back. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Cleveland, a sizable 18-point lead.
The Cavaliers, 89.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard.
Checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Trent. Allen against Pirtle. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Hey, puts up a three. Second chance shot. And it's Allen laying it in.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
On the court for the Cavaliers. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the point guard position. Barnes passes to Siakam. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
That's why they call him Spicy P. Cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Pass to Okoro. And it's Mobley. That time on the assist by Okoro. Mobley's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Looks like he's shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
And here's Boucher. Anunoby passes to Boucher. Doris, in the NBA, more attention is being paid to mental health more than ever before. And players are taking the lead in raising awareness.
I love that, Brian, because it's such an important issue. Performing between the lines of an NBA floor requires basketball skill, but it requires mental health and strength. And a lot of players, Kevin Love in particular, have been so brave. Credit to the NBA for addressing it and being out front.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Cavaliers.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Mitchell against Anunoby, and that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive. Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Van Vliet. Outside Mitchell.
In regulation time.
Can't get it to go, and it's Toronto taking it the other way. And Anunoby for 3, and a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Van Vliet. A minute 35 left in the fourth quarter.
Boy, one big takeaway from the Cavaliers last season was the impact Evan Mobley has on the defensive end. This is a 7-footer who can guard multiple positions.
And with Mobley, he's already drawing comparisons to other versatile big men, Doris.
Well, B.A., I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this guy has a chance to become one of the elite defensive players in league history. It is clear when he's at the top of his game, they are a scary team defensively. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Well, the more opportunity that has been given to OG Anunoby, the more this young man shines. He is a multi-dimensional talent. He gives you great defense nightly and growing on the offensive end.
Here's LeVert. Pirtle grabs a miss. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 12-4 run.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Cavaliers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Jared Allen.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And an Obi for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Back to LeVert. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mr. Perfect shot is off.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For
Hey, everyone.
Fantastic win tonight, MP.
Thanks, John.
What was your favorite part of tonight's game?
Just picking up that W, man. I could have easily scored 100 tonight. Let's be real. But if we would have gotten that loss, that wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but I think you'd still be pretty happy with 100, no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got me there. But you know what I mean, John. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean. You know, man, I played this game to win. So if it's great to have this feeling my first time on the NBA floor.
Totally, and it looked like you were having a great time out there, too, so congrats again, MP. I know you were looking forward to this all off season. There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Mm-hmm. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, John, you know, I felt that support tonight, and it was love. You know, I can't complain about that. But I think with the whole, Shep controversy was a bit of a media creation. If we're being honest here. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like I feel like I should be handed the keys to the city or, get the red carpet rolled out for me. But these days, it feels like everyone has an opinion. You know, so you can always find someone that's willing to put you down if you look for it. You know, it's there. You know, for me, I'm just more focused on the people that support me, genuinely. You know, and I've got plenty of support in the city, so it feels good.
The times we live in, right? Thanks,
Tell me about
MP.
it. Yeah, no problem, man. Good question, by the way. Okay, that's it? All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up, Rick? You good?
Hey, yeah, just got off the phone with Othello Akpem's assistant, and the big boss man wants to see you.
What about? I mean, he's not one of those super hands-on GMs, is he?
Nah, I mean, that's not really his reputation.
So...
Honestly, I don't know what this is about, man. I mean, I tried to press his assistant for some more info, but all he told me was that Coach Graves will be there, too.
Okay. Something about this feels off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got any advice?
Go in there with an open mind, see what they want to talk about, and come back here and we'll talk about it.
All right. Bet.
So what you say to MP? Come on in, take a seat.
What's up, MP?
Coach Graves, Mr. Akpem.
What'd I tell you about that? Othello, please.
All right, man, my bad. You got it.
So, about Shep.
Oh, boy, you too.
Now just listen. We knew the PR hit we'd take for picking you over him. But that's all just outside noise. Inside these walls, all we care about is ball.
All right, well, I'm willing to put in the work. On and off the court. So whatever it takes. I actually spoke to Freddie Novak.
You talked to Freddie?
Did I do something wrong by talking to Freddie?
Freddie's a nice guy. I like him. But all this stuff about controlling your own narrative, you're a ball player, not a politician.
We put together a very specific game plan for you. You hit these goals, you're in the starting lineup. Simple as that.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my shot with the Stars.
That's flat out wrong. This Shep stuff has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with your playing time. I want you to focus on your craft, not this PR stuff. Am I clear?
Crystal clear.
Good. I don't need to keep you. But if you ever want to talk, or if Freddie gives you a hard time, whatever, my door is always open.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Akpem.
Othello. Don't mention it. Thank me by putting in the work.
All right. See you, Coach.
See ya.
Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah, I'll link up with you later, man. All right, have a great one.
Yo, you want me to come back?
No, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about your meeting with Othello.
To be honest with you, man, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah. So you know something?
Man, I'm all over it.
So what's your take on it then, man? And one ear, I got Freddie tell me one thing, and the other I have Othello basically forbidding me to talking to Freddie.
Oh, well, he forbid you?
Well, not exactly, but he's not happy that I'm talking to him. I mean, the thing is, you know, winning over the fans, I'm all for. It is my thing. It's a great idea. It's well-researched. But Rick, man, if it's me stepping on people's toes, I'm not for it. Look, I don't want to make the coaching staff angry.
That's not going to happen, all right?
So what's the plan, man?
Well, first of all, relax. All right, everything's fine, man. It's just a little palace intrigue. That's all.
Palace intrigue. All right, sure.
Look, your president of basketball ops, Phil Boyer, he's feeling the heat right now. He underestimated the PR hit that he would take by drafting you while Shep is still on the board. And optics, for better or worse, are very important for a man in his position.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a career to consider, so I get it.
Okay, so if you take this whole thing seriously, it'll do a great deal of getting you ahead.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm down for whatever. Just say the word.
All right, that's good. But meanwhile, you still got Othello Akpem thinking that Freddie's some existential threat.
A threat?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, what is he, like, angling for his job? Dude is in marketing, man.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened, man.
Wow. I don't know. Dude seemed pretty straightforward to me.
I mean, that was my read too, but I mean, that don't mean Othello's not worried. Look, the way he sees it, Phil's legacy is tied to you, which means that Freddie's got his ear because you come with a lot of media baggage.
Okay, again, that part makes sense.
Okay, plus you got the whole data-driven angle. You got to remember, Othello's old school, like a real scouts and chalkboards type. Thinks that anybody with a computer's trying to push him out the league.
Right.
All right, so all I'm saying is you gotta walk a real fine line here, man. I mean, goes without saying, you have to perform.
Yo, the funny thing is, that does not seem to be the focus right now at all.
Like, I mean, you want the money, right?
Hey.
Then this all comes with it.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I just think it's funny, man.
Look, all this means is that we got to be delicate, all right? So instead of launching this, full-on PR blitz, probably on the lines of what Freddie would want, let's dip our toes in this whole plan to win over the fans.
I think I know what you're saying. You want slow plays.
Slow play it, exactly.
All right.
It's not like we won't do nothing. We'll just ease into it. Keep Othello and Freddie happy, which keeps Phil happy.
Okay.
Which makes us one big, happy, slightly dysfunctional family.
Okay. It's all making sense now. So when we start, man.
Well, Mila and Ashley are running point on this, so I'm sure they'll hit you up when they got something to say.
Yo, let them know whenever, wherever, it don't matter. I'm there. I'm your guy.
Okay, I get it. Look, in the meantime, you just focus on ball, all right? Hit the goals that Othello and Coach G gave you, win some games maybe, and we're going to be golden.
Win some games?
I'm just saying.
Hey, that ain't no issue.
Yeah, I ain't think it was going to be.
All right, then.
All right, get out there, man.
Remember days we wasn't having. Hey, and now we slide, got some in this. For the city, I put on for the map. Tell them tap in, we on.
Skitty-tap.